pleasure to speak with both of you today.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. So we can start with Lily-Rose. I understand that you were pretty intrigued by Wildcat, and you referenced something about her almost being like a ghost at this clinic.
Yeah, there's something a little bit kind of ghost-like to her, and that was fun to play with in terms of, creating the space in which she exists in the clinic. Because, something very specific about Wildcat is that she's kind of been at the clinic since she was a little girl, and she's watched patients come and go and come and go, and she has stayed and hasn't really been given the tools by the doctors or the people around her to aspire to survive in the outside world. She's somebody who's grown up but who hasn't evolved and who hasn't really grown emotionally. And so there's a sort of ghost-like quality to existing in the same spaces year after year, and growing, kind of more and more suspicious of the outside world, and feeling like there might not be a place out there for you. So this place, she's not a patient, she's not a doctor, and so she exists as this kind of just like permanent fixture of the place that becomes almost kind of ghost-like, I feel like.
And for you, George, how did you nail the movement of the wolf? I was pretty impressed. Lily-Rose probably agrees with me, but I mean, everything, it was like watching a human wolf, like we were, but you nailed it.
Cheers. Well, that means the world. That's the best. Thank you very, very much. It was that was one of the biggest things that excited me about the role. Is just it was always specified that he was in his human form when he was in his wolf form, if you know what I mean. He never sprouts hair, or there was never going to be any makeup, and just how to do that was, I found that such an inspiring opportunity to try and figure that out. And so we worked with an amazing movement coach called Terry Notary, who took us through all different levels as to kind of removing a lot of thought as well, to sort of try and get us close to that more kind of animal state and not constantly being dictated by the voice in your head telling you how you should be reacting to something, but to just be in your body and feel things. And then it was, to be honest, it was just kind of time spent working with Terry and kind of being told, keep your back flat, knees down, and watching a ton of wolf videos, going and seeing real wolves and how they moved and studying their physicality, and just then trying to mold your human body, like some of the way where your bones just don't, your skeleton is completely different, but trying to make shapes, and then get comfortable in moving with it in that form as much as possible.
Lily-Rose, you did the same for Wildcat. I'm pretty sure you did your own preparation at your end as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's obviously a very physical preparation and a really emotional one as well. And I guess I wasn't expecting the two to go as hand in hand as they did. The work that we did with Terry Notary, our incredible movement coach, was way more kind of vulnerable and emotional than I could have expected. And that informed so much of about my character, and I feel like George's as well, and our dynamic as well, how our characters related to each other, and kind of creating that connection that they have that's so special and so strong. And so I think just seeing how those two kind of went hand in hand taught us so much about the story as a whole.
Now I'm gonna see wolves and cats a little different.
Well, thank you.
I don't know about you guys after this.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see them like family.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.